Indonesia, the 23rd country to have won the Rookies Cup, and that's of course a big thing for us, is just how broad the spread of Rookies Cups. There's the missing place for Lucas Brown.
Keys that have happened. Oh, there you go. And well, I mean, looked to me like touching the white line. And down he went, unfortunately, and as you can see how slippy the grass is as well. Exactly. Yeah. So these are the things that can happen.
There he is walking back. I don't know whether they're going to be able to get him started from the pit lane. He's not in a big hurry, is he? That's a terrible bad luck for Lucas Brown. There's the 51 of pole man Brian Uriarte. And of course, Brian only finished 6th yesterday. He said it just didn't work out. I was well placed on the penultimate lap, but I just wasn't in the right place on the final. MotoGP star. You know, everybody was trying to go for the win, and he said I just wasn't in the right place. And he says it's impossible to have any kind of a plan here when there's that huge battle for the win. And it didn't work out for him at all. But it worked out very much for Veda Patama. He didn't claim to have any kind of a plan. He said I just went fast. I said, weren't you worried about being passed out of the slipstream? No, he said, I just went fast.
I mean, and that is the thing. They're all messing around for many, many laps. No one really wanted to lead coming onto the straight. And ultimately, right at the end, none of that messing around actually would have made any difference for anybody, as Veda Patama led out the final corner and led over the line. Christian Daniel, then another rider that was disappointed after yesterday's result, finished up in 9th position. He did look to have some great pace, but he couldn't, unfortunately, factor in everybody else's plans. But he starts once again from 3rd position. Be hoping for a better race today.
And of course, the key thing was Hakim Danish, our points leader. He ended up back in 13th place after, you know, he had a run of 5 second places, a win in race 2 in Aragon, and then dropped to 13. But of course, he still has a handsome lead in the championship, but it has been cut.
Let's have a rundown of the grid then. one more time here in Magellan. But Uriarte from Pratama and Daniel. Thompson leads row 2 from Danish and Gonzalez. Row 3's car pushing Mitani and Mounsey. Row 4, Ramersdorf, Tinez.
As qualifying. So in theory, some of them at least can go quicker. Let's see. We're ready for the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup Race 2 here at Mugello. The lights are out and away we go. Who makes a good start? Christian Daniel.
Marco Morelli yesterday. That's why Morelli, the Argentinian, Hakim Danish just ahead of him on the track, the Malaysian, our series leader by 23 points. Chaos, isn't it, Peter?
It is. So no fastest lap there for the first time, I think, actually, as we can go through lap 7. I think I'd seen red helmets up there pretty much every lap until now.
And I think it says something that Lennox, that will surely ruin their race. We'll see who plummets down the timing screens from that one. But yeah, a rider has gone off for Arrabbiata 1 into the he went up the inside of everybody once again. Morelli, so that was the point of making, you know, fastest rider on track, but you've got to make some passes as Mike Yu goes onto the gravel there. Well, Morelli will certainly make a pass there because he goes up the inside of him. He's alongside David Gonzalez, now yesterday's 2nd place finisher.
And great to see the 45 of KJ Moynihan,
There, lurking, that's where he started on the grid. He would dearly love to come away with the win. He feels so good this weekend, as we saw in the pre-show yesterday, but the problem is 16 other odd riders trying to do exactly the same thing.
And as we discussed yesterday, nobody, you know, showing any kind of advantage. They're still not lapping quite as quick as they did in qualifying. So in theory, they can go quicker, but absolutely impossible so far for anyone to break. You know, Carlos Lovato, the Venezuelan X250 world champion, is here supporting Tinez. Tinez up into 2nd place now.
The rider that really lost out last time around was Carter Thompson, who's, I think he's hit somebody or had a problem because he's entered the pits now, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a disaster. We have so few technical issues with these motorcycles. The Rookies Cup technical crew and the KTM guys just keep these things rolling absolutely superbly.
Well, they go
finish, there'll be just 2 laps remaining when they cross the stripe this time.
But it could be that time again, Peter. Pratama pulls the pin. Will he make it 2 of 2 here in Mugello? He's decided the time.
Yes, absolutely superb from the Malaysian. Absolutely brilliant. Veda Patama will pick up a slipstream, but it isn't the finish. A photo finish.
What? Who will it be?
Pratama, Danish. It's a photo finish for sure.
Was it Indonesia? Was it Malaysia? It says it's Pratama, but we don't know.
0.011.
But what we do know is Benyat Fernandez was third.
And Ariarte 5th, Morelli 4th. Dear, dear, dear. Mounsey 10th. He doesn't deserve 10th, does he?
No,
he rode
doesn't.
absolutely. So, but mind you, so did the rest of them. Takes the lead. And there Veda has the advantage, and this I think is the run on the last lap, yes. And watch the number 13 from outside there, goes right the way around the outside, and he picks up an advantage of about 2 or 3 bike lengths lead, and you think, my goodness, has he got it there? But Veda is right on his tail already, picking up the slipstream very early on, and a slight weave, that's okay, a one weave is okay, and he just pulls alongside, and... It looks, I mean,
wow. Yeah, there you go.
But only just on the line, eh?
Oh, brilliant. Gosh, he's done it again like that. I mean, the thing is, and there's like, how many riders were at the line there? So 18 riders were in that leading group. To outfox them all is so impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, there's always chance down to it, some degree of luck and things like that, but you know, when he's done it twice in a row,
yeah,
how much was it luck and how much was it craft?
Yeah, and I think Hakim will be, you know, reasonably happy with that. Okay, he didn't win it, but he was frustrated with things yesterday. He said he felt.
And yeah, it was a difficult race, but finally, I was always trying to get into the slipstream of someone and not going along, because yesterday I came into the last lap 4th. So then on the end of the straight they overtake me, and yeah, I finally managed to try to be on the front of the race, and yeah, I'm very happy because we worked so hard. The last results wasn't so good, so yeah, I'm very happy to be back on the podium.
Fantastic, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
So talk us through it.
Yes, I am very happy to be back on the podium. Yesterday, wrong strategy, and today, better. And in the race, I enjoy a lot of overtaking in the straight because it's very long straight, and I managed very well. And then very little to get the victory. Anyway, try to keep consistent, and we try to keep keep pushing in the next round. Thank you. And I would like to say thank you to everybody and my sponsor, Rebel Lucas Cut staff and all. Okay, rider formation, okay? I already said to you.
Thank you so much, Hakim.
Difference, hasn't he, from last year where you would be hot one weekend and not so the next weekend. He's there all the time now, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant.
Malaysia and Indonesia have brand new superstars, don't they? Moto 2 is absolutely cracking, but right now Veda Pratama's just won his second Rookies Cup race. He's down with Dominica.
Veda, what an incredible race and performance. Tell us, how happy are you at the moment?
Yes, thank you very much. Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And yeah, I'm very happy because I can double winner this week. It's a perfect weekend for me because yeah, I don't know, I cannot say more, just I'm really happy. And yesterday was so good, the race, and today also good. I'm really happy, and I just cut my mustache. It's more aero.
You had a bet, and when you win, you will shave your mustache.
Yesterday, and I shaved my mustache, and now
looks good, so congratulations.
Thank you. And I want to say thanks to my team, Astronaut Racing team, thanks to all my sponsors, thanks to my family, my father, my mother, my sister, my friend, and thanks to Pak Agung, thanks to Guillermo, thanks to Pak Anggono, all, and also especially all sponsors and especially Indonesian fans. Thank you so much for thank you for support me always. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, but look at this.
Lucky for him, he can actually grow some facial hair. I can't yet. So. Yeah, what a race that was. Just yeah, what more is there to say? I mean, this is what Rookies Cup is all about, isn't it? You know, riders from all over the world getting this kind of opportunity on the big Grand Prix stage, and yeah, it's Indonesia that's come out on top this time around. Malaysia second. You know, I mean, yeah.
Well,
Really,
that's
really
right. You
good.
look down at Indonesia, Malaysia, Spain, Argentina, Spain, Kyrgyzstan, Spain, Indonesia, United States, Great Britain, Austria, Japan, Venezuela.
Extremely impressive as well. Christian Daniel down there in 9th position. Then in 10th, you did have Sullivan Mounsey ahead of Leo Ramersdorfer, Zen
2023 and 2024, he's now currently in Moto3. He lives just up the road in Scarperia, and when you go through there on the way to the track, there's all these Guido Pini banners everywhere. Absolutely wonderful to see.
It doesn't get more local than that, does it? The actual Scarperia, you know, it's one of those ones where if you have too big a crash at Arrabbiata, you might end up in his back garden.
That's right, but it's a lovely little village, a very old town there with some little sort of castle in the middle of it. Wonderful little cafes, absolutely brilliant.
Now for the second time, the Indonesian national anthem, everybody.
So that's it. 2 wonderful races here at Mugello. We'll reconvene in 3 weeks' time for races 9 and 10 of the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup for 2025.